Good morning. Uh, Today we are going to see a table, and in this table we have information regarding the number of overseas students who went to 5 countries from China, and the data is given in the year 1990, 1992, 1994, 1996, and 1998. We have 5 different countries and 5 different years. And you can see the main features. First of all, we need to analyze the task. We have to see the main features there. What we can see is the UK had the highest number of student intake between the period. This is the second country which accepted most student there. That's the USA. But the highest growth in the rate, it was just from 15 to 2000. That is in case of Germany. Germany had only 15 students. In 1990, 1998, it became 2000. So this is the rate of growth. There's a tremendous growth in the number in case of Germany. But you can see most of the students, they went to the UK and the USA. And the UK stood first in case of this number. And this is what you can see there. And if you are more particular, if you see that the growth was more visible towards the end of the period, that's between 1996 and 1998. You can see the growth was more visible. The last 2 years, that's also a main point there. You can state that too. So, need to find out relevant points there. So first point is that this is the highest number. The UK accepted the highest number of Chinese students, followed by the USA. Germany had the highest rate of growth in the number. Australia, it's an exception where you have a decline in the number. That's also we have to see. The highest number, that's it will be crossing to 4.2 million in case of the UK. So we have not calculated and written that. If we need to make it better, you can go and calculate the number like this. You can write an aggregate number there. You can write an aggregate number here too, if you are more particular. So I have not done that right now. So if you have to make it better, you can say this is the time period where you had the highest growth in the student intake in China, from China. Now, let's go ahead and see the introduction. Information regarding the number of Chinese students who opted to study in 5 different countries between 1990 and 1998 is depicted in the given table. In general, the number of students who migrated to these countries saw a tremendous growth over the period. I can add that especially towards the last couple of years, especially towards the last couple of years. So we have included that 1996 and 1998. You can see generally the number was increasing. However, student migration to Australia witnessed a negative growth. You can see the migration to Australia witnessed a negative growth there. So make sure that is done there. Now, as for the table, the student migration to the USA, UK, Canada, and Germany, the student migration to the USA, the UK, Canada, and Germany, we have to have a comma here, from China was increasing at different rates. You can say at different rates. You have 15, 500, 700, 4,000, 4,500, 8,000. We have different rates. It was increasing. USA, UK, Canada, and Germany, the intake was increasing, but definitely you can see that it was at different levels. Now, the number of student visas issued by the UK for Chinese students in 1998 was 150,000, which was 30 times more than the number of visas issued in 1990. So it was just 5,000. We have made the comparison. In case of the USA, these numbers ranged, yes, in case of the USA, these numbers ranged from 4,000 in 1990 to 100,000 in 1998. You can see this thing. While in case of Canada, this was recorded between 500 and 20,000. You have seen the number of student visa. We have said the matter of the UK, and we have combined the matter of the USA and Canada, which followed the numbers there. Now, although the UK had the highest number of student intake, if you want to calculate this number, you can say it in bracket. You can say it in bracket here. The highest number of student intake was from China was to the UK, although it was the fact. The growth of students number who went to study in Germany was exceptional. Now that the growth was not exceptional, it was only 30% here. It was only 30 times here. And this is more than 30, far beyond this thing. So it's more than 100 times in case of Germany. The growth was exceptional. So even though the figures are just 15 and 20, 100, the growth from 15, it went to 20, 100. So that is something which is exceptional growth between the period. And we have said that. And we have the exception here. The only exception in the group was Australia, when it saw a decline in the students it accepted during the period. And that was from 15,000 to 8,000. So that's it. We have completed the task. We need to go ahead with these punctuations. It's very important. If you write the figures, it should be separated with the commas, because you have to distinguish it with the years. If for example, if I am writing this 2000, so this can be year. So if I give a comma here, then it becomes definitely, we won't be confused whether it is a year or a figure. So it's very vital when you give some punctuations there. We can recognize, we can distinguish whether it's a year or it's a figure. So that's what we have to see here in the presentation. Thank you. And that is the end of this session.